Can you tell me more about your overnight oats, please?
My overnight oats recipes, I just throw everything in. So I never actually looked at a recipe. I go, I find a container that's clean, and I fill it about and I fill it about 3/4 full of oats, and then
Okay.
I add some chia seeds to however many I want, and then some cinnamon, and
Ooh.
then I fill it up with milk until like the oats are kind of floating, just like the most of the oats are floating, but not so they're completely drowned. And then I buy the Dairy Farmers vanilla Greek yogurt, and then I put in like a few scoops of that, stir it all together, put the lid on it, put it in my fridge. Wake up the next morning, got overnight oats. Put some flavored yogurt, some fresh fruit on top, and some granola. Mwah.
When I asked you this question, I didn't expect you to go on about oats for like 5 minutes. But I'm very happy that you did, and I'm also happy that there's a bearded man on this call.
Yeah, Ben.
What is going on?
Where did that beard
Uh,
come from?
Didn't realize you could
just
grow hair
woke.
on your face.
I just woke up this morning, and it just came.
Are you still out in the bush?
No, I'm in Hawthorne.
Oh, you're in Hawthorne.
Yeah,
You got bad reception in Hawthorne, mate.
apparently, but it says 5G. I don't
Yeah, but isn't 5G the one that spread COVID everywhere or had something to do with COVID?
know. I don't know.
Um, so this is we've called a very important meeting. We haven't done this in a very long time, but we thought it was about time that we bring it back because one of the three Mango boys had a pretty good race over the weekend and earned himself some cash. So, how much money did you win?
Um, oh, people can look on the internet if they want to find out that information.
How much did you get paid to go and race?
No, I was an ambassador for the event, so they help us with accommodation, and they help give us a little beach getaway, Michelle, Ollie, and myself. And then, yeah, there was a nice little, I mean, for running, nice little. I think the prize money for first moto 1,500, and then 2 grand for the course record, so it makes you go out hard.
Okay, well, I feel like you may have changed tune a little bit because I remember texting you on Friday evening when you were trying to entice me to come down because there were some extra beds at the house, and you mentioned that you were going to try and run the marathon as easy and as slow as possible. Um, and I was surprised to see a little 2:17:30 pop up on Strava yesterday. So, what happened between Friday night and Sunday morning?
Um, Pretty much what happened was on Saturday night, Michelle said, you know, having a child isn't the cheapest hobby in the world, so go for the course record. And and then Al also said, like, yeah, go for the course record, but like, don't go silly. And I just ran with the leaders and then just kept running. I ran with the half liters for, 15K until they went too fast, and then I just kept running my own pace and I just kept going.
So, how you felt good out there and you felt smooth, and I saw a couple of videos and you looked like you were just ticking along pretty nicely.
Yeah, I think it's like the only marathon where, well, I shouldn't say, Port Fairy last year was similar, where like when you don't go out crazy or you don't go out like chasing a PB, like it's actually really nice. You get through the first half or the first 30 Ks and you're like, oh wow, like I feel quite good. Yeah, like it's a different story, I think, when you're running kind of, a few minutes slower than your PB pace.
Yeah, it looked like your splits were pretty consistent and like a little bit of a kick down at the end as well. A couple of like 3:02, one of the
Yeah,
last K.
it's very different for me. I did a full, I'm kind of annoyed at myself actually. because I always obviously have huge positive splits. I always go out rapid and then just die in the ass. Um, I had a 43-second positive split, and
Oh,
if I hadn't have lost concentration and kind of just in the middle, I could have easily like even split or just negative split that. So I'm kind of annoyed.
so what was your half split, and what would you run the back up in?
I think it was like the half split was something like I think it's like 68, 20, must be 26. I want to say. So then
And at that
I've
point, you were off the leaders, off the half marathon leaders, right?
Yeah,
You
because
were,
they surged. I think at about 15 or 16K, Toby Mende started surging, and where they dropped like I want to say like a 304 or something like that, and I was like, okay, now like that'd just be silly. Because I think I kind of got dragged into it, and I ran like a 309 or 310, and I was like, okay, this would just be silly to follow this now. Just like go into your own tempo from that point. So I was pretty much solo from maybe between 15 and 16. I can't exactly remember.
and what was that? What were you thinking during the final 5, 6, 7, 8K? Was it just, let's just bring this home, run it smoothly, or were you grinding? What was your state during those last few Ks?
So the bizarre thing for me is I haven't studied like paces for like I didn't know what just like when I've gone into say Gold Coast or like marathons recently in the last few years, I can tell you what 307 or 308 or 309 pace will give you for a marathon, but I had no idea what 315 pace would give you. So my watch is telling me that I'm averaging 315s, but in my head, I'm like, as a 4 lap course, I'm heading back out to this far marker, and I'm like, I've only got like I felt like I was like 2 hours and 5 minutes in. I was like, there's no way. This is going to take so much more than like 15 minutes. And I was actually worried that my watch was giving me false readings. And then I was thinking, I might only run like a 221 here because I was like, just like, I feel like there's just so much further to go. Um, and then with like 2K to go, I went through the official 2K marker on theirs. I did the maths. I was like, 2K. Let's just do easy maths because I don't want to think. Let's say I run 330s for the last 2K. That's 7 minutes, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm on like 217 pace here. Um,
That's
and
pretty good.
and then I was even when I finished, my watch said, okay, you average 315s. And I was like, I swear 315s is like a 215 marathon or something like that. I was like, my watch was just giving me false splits. So then I had to like Google, like, on like the Strava calculator,
Yeah,
315s, and you're like, oh no, it was correct.
it is. It is correct. I think what 313s is 215, right? Somewhere around there.
It must be, because
Yeah,
I think if you run 315s per kilometer, it must be like 217 something.
yeah.
So then I would have run like 215s and 30 seconds or 40 seconds, or not 40, 30 seconds, point, I don't know, 30, 40 milliseconds or whatever it is.
It's good, man. It was pretty cool to see you just smash it and dominate it. Oh, I've got dinner here, which is actually perfect.
Oh, what have you got for dinner?
Little little lasagna actually, just carb loading.
Mm. Nice. When's Osaka? It must be. Is it not this weekend? Is it next weekend?
It's Monday, a week today.
Oh, is it? Is it on a Monday? Is there a long
Yeah,
weekend over there?
yeah. They've got some sort of I don't know, festival city thing going on Sunday, so they pushed the race to the Monday. So it's pretty random, but
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. It
So
actually is
you're
pretty
so
cool.
you're so you're officially in the taper borderline combo load coming.
I'm in the. I'm just starting a little taper,
Oh,
a
I was
little,
thinking. I was thinking that there was like a 2 week gap or something this year
but I
between Port Fairy and Osaka,
no, but I
but it's
can't.
a
I can't
ain't
believe you
ball.
still you just go and drop a 217 a week before I'm about to run a marathon. You could have at least waited, like a week or two, right?
Watch it, Benno. Let's just give it to him, mate. I hope you feel the pressure, buddy. I hope you feel the pressure. You'd hate to. you'd hate for your training partner to go run quicker in Port Fairy,
My
mate.
my training partner who's not been training with me and just been doing 400-meter reps for the last, couple of months. So yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
But the Bass Strait had like a big gale force winds on the weekend, mate. So I had 42 k's of tailwind. So I was cheating.
Did you get any headwind?
Yeah, no, there's a fair bit of headwind, but I was trying to make you feel better because you got a Saga coming up next week.
But conditions look good though. It's going to be a spicy little -2 in the
Is it?
morning with a sunny high of 7 degrees. So it's going to
That's not too
hopefully
bad.
it's going to be very different to last year.
Yeah, if you don't have the wet, I reckon that's nice running conditions. And you're a Kiwi, so you kind
Yeah,
of, I mean, you haven't been there for a while. So, but like 7 degree, well, what
yeah.
would
No,
we
it's
say, 4 degrees race day? That's all right.
yeah. No, you're calling me tough, and I am tough. So um, it will be completely fine. Uh, but
You're gonna wear
looking,
arm sleeves?
yeah, I reckon I'll rock some arm
Yeah.
sleeves.
So that's not tough. You're gonna wear gloves?
I haven't thought that through yet, actually. Um,
What about something on your head?
yeah, there'll be a hat on my head, I reckon.
A, a hat.
Yeah, yeah.
So not like a beanie. What's the reasoning behind a hat in -2 or 4 degrees?
Um,
What's it do for you?
why are you asking me these tough questions? Why are you putting doubts in my
Like,
brain about my
I
my
understand.
headwear?
Well,
I don't I didn't
people
I
wear
didn't want to
hats
get
when
on
it's
this
wet.
call with the Mango Boys to all of a sudden having doubts in my head about my race attire.
Well, you put a hat on if you don't want the rain to go in your eyes, don't you? And it's
Uh,
not like it keeps you warm; it keeps the sun off your forehead.
I think I want to shield my eyes a little bit from all the photographs of me. So like all the flashes. So um actually question I've got for you, Reese, is how many Mango Boys shout outs did you get on the course down at Port Fairy? And be honest.
I get more Mango Boys than Reese, than Go Reese. So, oh, you'd be looking at like borderline 20
Oh,
because it's a lap course as well. So maybe you get the same from
okay. Nah.
a few from a couple of people.
Nah, it would have been 20 different people each time, for
Yeah.
sure.
And whenever someone said Reese, I might just like give them the nod. But if someone said Mango Boys, they got like a finger.
Like,
Like
what kind of
not the finger, just like a yes,
it's not
son.
that's not very good for our brand. If you're going around pulling the fingers at people who call you Mango Boys, it's not what we're about. We're an inclusive organization.
Uh, very
Uh,
inclusive.
so I've got a little story for you. I was selling a backpack on Facebook Marketplace, and can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah. You're selling a backpack on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I don't know. Want to know where this is going?
And she rocked up to the door. She was like, the first thing she said to me, she's like, are you part of the Mango Boys?
No
No way.
way.
I'm not even kidding.
No
She's
way.
like, she's like, my partner, he was asking me where I'm going to pick this backpack up from and who I was picking it up from. I showed a photo, and he was like, "Oh, I know that guy. He's part of like a famous running group called the Mango Boys." These are her words, not my words. So I was very happy that we got
Have you got a
famous
ring
and Mango
doorbell?
Boys.
Please tell me you got a ring doorbell.
No, I wasn't recording that unfortunately, but I should have actually got my camera out.
Yeah, that's a peak, mate. We've
Yeah,
peaked
That's
there.
unbelievable.
I think it's all downhill from here, but to get randoms rocking up to my place of residence and knowing who we
Mm.
are is very funny.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about it is that you've got to the point in your life where you're expecting a child that you have to sell backpacks on Facebook Marketplace. Are you guys doing all right?
When I've got a surplus of backpacks, we're doing all right, but I need to create some room for this child.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I saw that you're clearing out the swoosh bedroom. How many
Yeah.
pairs of shoes did you have in there?
I've got a lot of shoes, Reece, so they were scattered around three parts of the house, so I just had to consolidate them to one area. Well, now two areas. Um,
Did you have you thought about like if you keep them till say June, July, you could put them in the fireplace and keep your place warm?
these are collector items.
Uh I,
These are,
I just got I just got a message, mate. And this is a very, very good message. I love this next text message I've just received. Is that you actually thought that your newborn child might be able to sleep in a Nike box?
you just get a text from my lovely wife.
I hope this is like a custom made Nike box bassinet you've got going here.
Look, I had a little theory, which is because I got a few. There's a few Nike boxes in my house, right? And the idea was that I could make a couple of an arm hole, a leg hole, and a leg hole, and then you could just close the lid, and it's a good little sleeping spot. And I mean, it won't roll over because it's kind of a square box, so that could work.
You're meant to promote rolling.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm still learning. I'm not at your level yet, so
Yeah.
hopefully soon I'll learn these tricks of the trade.
Yeah, I'm like level 3 genius in this thing with 15 months experience.
Yeah. I like it how I feel like Ben has just been going on the longest walk around the block.
Yeah,
Um,
what's going on in your life, Ben, mate? You're just walking around beautiful green Hawthorn down there with a beard. Like, if you're not careful, mate, the police might get called down there.
Nah, I'll be safe. I'll be right. No, I just headed out for a
No,
walk, so
I'm not worried
all
about
this
your
chit chat.
safety. I'm worried about the safety of others with you out like that.
It's timing. That's all that is. Uh,
oh, it's
Can you cut that out, Dave?
yeah. I think I might have to. I didn't want to do any editing on this, but now I feel like I might need to.
Yeah,
uh,
so what's been happening, Ben? I've only seen you once in the last 3 or 4 weeks, mate. Did you came
yeah,
down to the session on last Tuesday? You inspired? Are you ready to come back down to the Burnley Boulevard?
inspired, but bit of deja vu.
Yeah,
Still waiting on blood test results.
yeah.
Just struggling.
You
Can't
better,
find can't find myself at the moment.
yeah, you better staying clear. That's what I do. I just when I go through those dark moments, I just leave the running world out of my life.
Mm. Like I'm getting out for a run, but just the body isn't able to do it. And so I'm kind of tapping out at 50 minutes max and 30 minutes minimum,
Yeah,
and sort of 4 to 5 days a week. And I think 4:45s on a good day.
yeah,
And I'm just so spent, so out of breath. So it's a bit frustrating.
yeah,
Yeah, but we'll give it time. I'm trying to find out how my blood test results have gone. It's been about a week and a half. So hopefully this week I'll get some news on that, a bit of direction forward. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
When you get back into running, do you reckon you'll get back into like? Do you reckon is there any running events out there? Because you're famous for saying you hate running. Like
Yeah,
you actually
yeah,
dislike running. Is
yeah,
there any
yeah.
like running event out there that you'd be like, you know what, maybe I'll just go give that a crack? Anything that actually
well,
excites you, or you still hate running?
no, I have one that I'd like to do, but with a build up to a race and getting fit enough to train, it kind of is a bit unrealistic at the moment.
Mm.
So I think it'll just be probably pacing at Gold Coast at the moment that I could shoot for and have enough time to be sensible about the preparation for that. Yeah,
Does that
I think,
excite you? Pacing at Gold Coast?
yeah, because the pressure's off a little bit
Yeah,
and
nice.
I can sort of just pick and choose and get away from Melbourne, have a holiday in a way. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's the key. Even if I was to race for the short term, picking like maybe even a race I haven't done before, just so
yeah,
it's new and fresh. rather than like having all these expectations of what I've done at a race beforehand and stacking it up and comparing it. And yeah,
I feel you on that one. Yeah.
We've got to find a
can't all
fun
do
race.
what you do
We've got
at
to
Port
find
Fairy and improve.
What about like a Queenstown marathon? That would
Ooh.
be that would be fun. A great location. It's a bit of
Mhm.
an adventure. Time
Yep.
doesn't mean anything because it's on like a gravel path.
Yeah. Is that late in
And
the year? Like
end of
November? Or?
November? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Funny you bring that up actually, because that is on the hit list for this year, maybe.
Ooh.
Is it really? What a coincidence.
Mm. So we could do a little Mango Boys escape. Do you reckon we could create a little event over there and get people to pay us lots of money to just come
Come on.
over?
You're a dreamer, aren't you, mate? You are an absolute dreamer. You got to strip in the street or something to get paid money?
That would get us paid, to be honest.
Talking it up. Maybe Ben with his beard right now, you can be like the bearded stripper or something, he'd be all right.
I didn't realize you're into that, Reece.
I'm happy to give anything a go once.
Oh well, I gotta go. I gotta eat my dinner, but I'm glad we could finally get the gang back together for a little recording session and hear from Reece. Congratulations on your victory, two-time winner of the marathon now in
Yeah.
Port Fairy. And
Yeah.
are there
Number
any?
one running festival in Australia.
And it is, according to you. And any words of wisdom you'd like to leave the Mango Boy community with? Any inspiring thoughts?
You know, man, you really put me on the spot here, haven't you? Bloody hell. No, I don't. Like, if you're listening to this, have a good hard think of your life.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's good. All right, peace. See
Right,
ya.
catches.
Yeah.
Bye bye bye.